Justin from class 8. Hope you are all having a wonderful reading week. English literature is a vast sea of stories, novels, non-fiction poetry and plays. Literature is the foundation of life. It places an emphasis on many topics from human tragedies to the tale of the even popular search of love. Literature enables people to see through the lens of others. It is a journey that is inscribed in pages and powered by the imagination of the reader. In this reading week, I would like to introduce the great English dramatist William Shakespeare. He was an English playwright, poet, and actor, widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's greatest dramatist. Today, our Theresians Nandika, Isha, Amrita will enact a part of Shakespeare's tragedy King Lear. Act 1, Scene 1. This play is based on the mythological Lear of Britain. King Lear, who divided his realm between his three daughters, probed the depth of human suffering and despair.
Tell me, my daughters, since now we will divest us both of rule, interest of territory, cares of state, which of you shall we say doth love us most? That we our largest bounty may extend where nature doth with merit challenge. Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you. More than words can convey the matter, dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty. Beyond what can be valued, rich or rare. No less than life, with grace, health, beauty, honor. As much as child and love or father found. A love that makes poor, speech unable. Beyond all manners, I love you.
What shall Cordelia speak? Love, and be silent.
With shadowy forests and with champaigns riched, with plenteous rivers and wide-skirted meads, we make thee lady. To thine and Albany's issues be this perpetual. What says our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife of Cornwall?
I made of that self-metal as my sister, and prize me at her worth. In my true heart, I find she names my very deed of love. Only she comes too short, that I profess myself an enemy to all other joys, which the most precious quare of sense possesses, and find I am alone, felicitate.
Then poor Cordelia. And yet not so, since I'm sure my love's more ponderous than my tongue.
To thee and thine hereditary ever remain this ample third of our fair kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred on Goneril. Now our joy, although our last and least, to whose young love the vines of France and milk of Burgundy strive to be interest. What can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing.
My lord.
My lord. Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love you, Majesty, according to my bond. No more, no less.
How? Cordelia, mend your speech a little, lest you may mar your fortune.
Good, my lord, you have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as I right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Why am our sisters' husbands if they say they love you all? Then I shall wed That Lord, whose hand must take my plight, shall carry half my love with him, half my care and duties with him.
So young and so untender.
So young, my lord, and true.
Hello guys, I'm Arati Vishwanath, the going batch of 10th class in St.Theresas Bethany Convent Higher Secondary School, Chengaru. First of all, I wish Happy Reading Day to all. In this week, we celebrate Reading Day. Reading is a very good habit that one needs to develop in life. Reading books make us informative. Good books can inform you, enlighten you, and lead you in the right direction. There is no better companion than a good book. Reading is also a way to relax and reduce stress. Books really are your best friends. You can rely on them when you are upset, bored, or stressed. Good books always guide you to the correct path in life. So, everybody read books. It is important to read a good book at least for a few minutes each day. Today, I'm here to share a book review as a part of this Reading Day celebration. The review of famous book The Wings of Fire, written by APJ Abdul Kalam. APJ Abdul Kalam, also known as the Missile Man of India, was one of the nation's most distinguished scientists. He served as the 11th President of India between 2002 and 2007. He is a recipient of India's three highest civilian awards, the Padma Bhushan, the Padma Vibhushan, and the Bharat Ratna. The Wings of Fire is an autobiography of APJ Abdul Kalam, written jointly by Arun Tiwari and APJ Abdul Kalam. It covers Kalam's early life and his work in Indian space research and Indian missile program. It is a story of a boy from a humble background who went on to become a key player in Indian space research and Indian missile program. This book contains 24 photos and it is filled with lots of science, stories of friendship, religion and family. With this book, Dr. Kalam has given many messages to the youth and nation. Dr. Kalam was humble, spiritual and insightful man. Every chapter contains very beautiful messages which can be applied by anyone.
William Shakespeare was an English dramatist, writer and poet. The tragedy of Julius Caesar is also known as Julius Caesar is a tragedy by William Shakespeare. The play Julius Caesar contains the theme of love for the story is the danger of putting too much trust in wrong person. Julius Caesar was a highly successful but ambitious political leader of Rome. Romans countrymen.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears, I come to broadcast and not to praise them. Evil that men to lives after him, the good is often in their work with their bonds. So let it be with Castor. The noble Brutus had told you Castor was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously had Castor would answer it. Here, under the leaves of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man, so they all honorable men, come, I speak in Castor's well. He is my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He had brought many capita home to Rome, whose ransom did the general cover spills. Did this in Castor seems ambitious? When the poor had cried, Castor had wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet the Brutus is he was ambitious. All the Brutus is an honorable man. All that seems that on the Lubria, the thrice represent him as a kindly crown, which he did refuse in three, as is ambitious. Yet the Brutus is he was ambitious. I'm sure he was an honorable man. I not speak to do simply what the Brutus says. I speak what I know. You all love him without any cause. What could withhold you then to mourn for him with judgment? Then the art of flight of Brutus beast, and man have lost their reasons. Bears what need, what my heart is in the covers with this cause, and I must pose till it come back to me.
my dear friends. As we all know, our state celebrates Reading Week on the remembrance of Sri P.N. Panikkar, the father of library movement. Children's Day is celebrated to encourage children and explore the pleasure of reading. Reading has several merits. It keeps us connected with the outside world. It gives us inner peace in our busy life. It enriches and expands our vocabulary and concentration. We can see that reading develops our personality in a better way. When students read book, they create the images in the story and the characters mentioned in the book, and they are able to memorize what they have read. In the present world, we can see that technology has an integral part of our life. The present generation keeps a negligent attitude towards reading and books. We should utilize technology but not should be slaves of them. We should all love book and read book. Otherwise, our brain might be transported to near a robot.
Good morning. I am Parvana Sudash, 9C. National Reading Day is celebrated to honor the father of library movement in Kerala, the late P.N. Panikkar, whose death anniversary is on June 19. The 26th National Reading Day is celebrated on June 19, 2021. The following weeks are celebrated as Reading Weeks or Reading Month from June 18 to June 19 to July 18. It is my privilege today, being Reading Day, to address all of you about the benefits of reading. Why is reading important? It is important because it is a habit that can make you a better person. Biographies of great men and women tell us that most of them become great because of the inspiration they got from reading books, especially during their childhoods. Books not only inspire us, but they also provide knowledge. Book reading has several merits. It expands our knowledge. It keeps us connected with the outside world. It enriches and expands our vocabulary and develops the skill of concentration. Reading provides us with pure enjoyment and sheer pleasure. It is to be noted that reading exposes our mind to different cultures and languages of the world. As our minds are exposed to such a world of ideas through reading, it helps us to communicate with depth of thought and a wide mixture of emotional colors as well. Again, reading gives us entertainment. Novels, short stories, comics, etc. given as entertainment. It helps us relax. More than that, it engages our mind in a way nothing else does. Our imagination is ignited. When we read, we become co-creative of stories